Well, once I went to heaven, but stood on only one leg, and God's blustery welcome knocked me down a peg. Just floating on cloud 7 was still pretty high, but knowing what was above, cloud 7 was as a pig's sty. And once I descended into hell. This time my legs were moving too fast. I smelled the sulfur only briefly. My devilish impulse just could not last. Satan's smelly snarl propelled me away to a certain glade of often dreamed. And there I met a man, a third my age, who was me. It more than merely seemed. Now traveling in time, perhaps circularly, or backward and forward simultaneously. This man, not sinner nor saint particularly, on seeing me, exploded spontaneously. Some pieces landed in heaven, some pieces landed in hell, some stayed in the glade. Creation had nothing that was not covered well. Who I was, none, not even I, could tell. From this unknown self there arose, beyond the stench of hell, which froze, beyond the clouds of heaven, I suppose. They were just not as great at what was now my fate. A spectacular brilliance which continuously grows. What happened to the pieces? Nobody knows. All is impermanent. Even heaven and hell, there's something beyond. True, a very evolved and godly man will enjoy heaven. But there's something beyond, getting to the very source of creation. In order to go beyond, we have to firmly stand in heaven, not just on one leg, tentative, knowing that our time is limited. No, we have to make a firm stance, and that becomes the foundation to move beyond. Of course, those devilish impulses that propel us into hell is far worse than heavenly travels. There is a theory amongst science fiction aficionados, or it's called fiction because it's still unknown to science, just theorized about if a man is traveling in time and he encounters himself. There's quite a potent risk of an explosion. That's why if you ever see yourself as a man a third your age, a 60-year-old man encounters himself as a 20-year-old man, avoid eye contact. This eye to eye, self to self, is dangerous, and there might be an explosion. But so be it. Let everything be destroyed. This is Shiva and the Hindu triad of the Godhead, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Let everything be destroyed. It will become renewed. It will become created. The universe itself is being destroyed and created many thousands of times per second. And this poem is simply a depiction of that reality, that nothing is permanent, things are constantly being destroyed and renewed. And yet there is still something beyond that. A spectacular brilliance. Of course it is emanating from God. But it is better than heaven. Better than now.